What can you tell us about growth at the company right now?
Specifically, we're really focused on building trust overall, given what our brand stands for, and really focused around background checking and improving overall our delivery of our offering for families.
Well, and that's something that you guys have focused on in terms of additional safety enhancements, right? In terms
Correct.
of the caregivers that are part of your platform. So talk to us a little bit about that, because that I'm assuming is additional cost to the company.
Yeah, so what we've added is actually safety enhancements that's focused around Social Security, verification, enhanced in-depth background checks that include 7-year criminal record history. And we just think investing in these kinds of things is really important for families and long-term value for our shareholders.
Now, Sheila, you deal with caregiving, but you also deal with it for children, for seniors. Give me an idea of where the growth is in terms of the business.
Sure. It's interesting, Carol. You actually pointed out senior care is one of our fastest growing verticals. We're very excited about it. And the mission of Care.com is actually to find trusted, affordable, scalable care for families. And we serve the chief household officer, usually mom. And that means everything from child care to senior care and lots of services in between, whether it's pet care, tutoring, housekeeping, all in one place that they can find great care.
You know, it's interesting. We've had Senator Elizabeth Warren certainly talk about universal health care for all. In terms of your vantage point and what you're seeing, the cost, sometimes the difficulties in getting care for families, is that even possible in an affordable way?
Right. What I love about what Senator Warren and other politicians are talking about is it's less about politics. It's about the importance of families and to provide them choice. Now, I think universal child care stands for making sure that there's enough affordable care, but we need to provide a variety of care. That includes in-home care and making it accessible, because Care.com actually doesn't charge an agency fee on top of it. We just provide a subscription service, and then families can find the care they need at whatever cost they negotiate with the different caregivers. And so providing affordable care, we have about 25% of our families actually are 50K income household and below. So we're constantly trying to make sure that we're providing a scalable solution for families.
What's the role of corporations? And I think about that because some folks at Amazon, some others have kind of been pushing the company to be more proactive.
Right.
What is the role of the private sector? And I'm curious if you're reaching out to more companies or more companies reaching out to you to try to figure out programs.
I think it's a very big role. I'm super proud of Boston for taking the lead for Boston companies and the chamber backing paid leave, really important, pay equity, everything that really supports women, but also a benefit like care benefits, like care at work. So if we think about companies in the local Boston area, Boston Children's Hospital is a client, Dana-Farber, many of these great Boston companies really provide care benefits so that their workers can show up for work. And I think it's really important. So I'm proud of the Mamazonians. I think that they're speaking up and they're really articulating what's important for them, because there is this interdependency, Carol. You need great care to work, and you need to work to pay for great care, because it's so expensive.
Now, I think what you do, you have access to a lot of critical information in terms of individuals, healthcare, and I'm just curious what you're doing in terms of securing that data and data privacy.
Yeah, so what's very interesting for us is it's non-medical. So from a HIPAA compliant perspective, it doesn't actually touch Care.com, but we invest quite a bit around privacy and cybersecurity. We're GDPR compliant with Europe. We're getting ahead of the California requirements for privacy that's due in January. So it's something we take very seriously because it's about protecting families and caregivers.
So let's talk a little bit about the award you're receiving right now. And I love the theme, Women in Business, All In. What does All In mean?
To me, it's really being able to bring your authentic self to work and who you are and everything that you do. So when I first got my job, I actually hid the fact that I was a mom. And I realized, and I only was in that job, Carol, for a year, I realized I wasn't being true to myself. And that was both my responsibility of finding a work that I could fit in, to be all in, to be who I am, but it's also making sure that work takes on the responsibility that embraces diversity.
So cultures have to change within organizations.
Absolutely. And we have much more to do, as you know.